Ever wonder how your mind protects itself? It's a fascinating process that happens without us even realizing it. Our minds are constantly working to shield us from emotional pain and stress, using a variety of techniques that are both complex and incredibly effective. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a difficult situation? Maybe it was a tough day at work, a conflict with a loved one, or just the pressures of daily life piling up. In those moments, it can feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Maybe you push those feelings away. It's a common reaction. We often try to avoid or suppress our negative emotions, hoping they'll just disappear. But our minds have other plans, or found a way to explain them logically. Rationalizing our feelings can make them seem more manageable. By putting our emotions into words or finding logical explanations, we can gain a sense of control over them. Our minds have clever ways of coping with stress and anxiety. These strategies are not just random. They are part of a sophisticated system designed to protect our mental well-being. These coping mechanisms are called defense mechanisms, and they play a big role in how we navigate the world. Defense mechanisms are psychological strategies brought into play by various entities to cope with reality and to maintain self-image. Intrigued? Let's delve into the fascinating world of defense mechanisms, exploring how they shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. From denial and repression to projection and sublimation, each mechanism serves a unique purpose in our psychological toolkit. Get ready for some aha moments as we uncover the secrets of the unconscious mind. We'll explore real-life examples and expert insights to help you understand these mechanisms better. By the end of this journey, you'll have a deeper appreciation for the incredible ways your mind works to protect you every day. Welcome to PsyEduInsights. Here at PsyEduInsights, we're passionate about making psychology accessible and engaging. We believe that understanding the human mind is key to living a happier, healthier life. Join us as we explore the fascinating world of psychology, from the depths of the unconscious mind to the complexities of human behavior. Our mission is to empower you with knowledge, insights, and practical tips to navigate the challenges of life. Meet the ego's bodyguard's defense mechanisms. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, first introduced the concept of defense mechanisms. He saw them as unconscious strategies employed by the ego to protect itself from anxiety and distress. These mechanisms act like mental shields, distorting reality to make it more bearable. While they can be helpful in the short term, over-reliance on defense mechanisms can hinder personal growth and prevent us from addressing underlying issues. Repression, burying the unbearable. It's a psychological defense mechanism that many of us use, often without even realizing it. Repression is like shoving unwanted thoughts, feelings, or memories into the basement of our minds. Imagine taking all those painful experiences and locking them away, hoping they will never resurface. It's the most basic defense mechanism, protecting us from overwhelming emotions. By doing so, we create a temporary shield, a barrier that keeps us from being consumed by our own pain. For example, someone who experienced a traumatic event in childhood might repress the memory, making it inaccessible to conscious awareness. This can be a survival strategy, allowing the person to continue functioning in their daily life without being constantly haunted by the past. While this can provide temporary relief, the repressed memories can resurface later in life in the form of anxiety, depression, or other psychological symptoms. These buried emotions don't just disappear, they linger in the shadows of our subconscious, waiting for an opportunity to emerge. Addressing repressed memories often requires professional help, such as therapy, where individuals can safely explore and process these hidden parts of themselves. Techniques like journaling or meditation can also aid in bringing these buried emotions to light. By confronting and integrating these repressed memories, individuals can find a sense of relief and healing. It's a journey of self-discovery and acceptance, leading to a more balanced and emotionally healthy life. Ultimately, while repression serves as a temporary coping mechanism, true healing comes from facing and understanding our deepest fears and pains. It's through this process that we can truly bury the unbearable and move forward with a lighter heart. Section 5. Denial. This can't be happening. It's a phrase that echoes in the minds of many when they are confronted with an unexpected and often unpleasant reality. The initial shock can be so overwhelming that the mind instinctively rejects the truth. Denial is the refusal to accept reality. It's a natural defense mechanism that kicks in to protect us from the emotional impact of the truth. When reality is too painful to face, denial acts as a buffer, giving us time to adjust. It's like wearing noise-cancelling headphones to block out unpleasant truths. By shutting out the noise, we create a temporary safe space where we can pretend that everything is fine, even when it's not. When faced with overwhelming evidence, a person in denial might simply refuse to believe it. They might ignore documents, avoid conversations, or dismiss the concerns of others. This refusal to engage with reality can be both a conscious and unconscious act. For instance, someone diagnosed with a serious illness might deny the diagnosis, clinging to the belief that they are perfectly healthy. They might convince themselves that the doctor made a mistake or that the test results are wrong. Clinging to the belief that they are perfectly healthy, they might continue with their daily routines as if nothing has changed. This false sense of security can provide temporary comfort, but can also lead to dangerous consequences if the illness is left untreated. Denial can be a powerful defense mechanism. It allows individuals to maintain their sense of normalcy and control in the face of chaos. By denying the reality of a situation, they can continue to function without being overwhelmed by fear or anxiety. But it can also prevent individuals from seeking necessary help or making important life changes. Denial can be a barrier to progress, keeping people stuck in a state of inaction. It's important to recognize when denial is at play and to gently guide ourselves or others towards acceptance and action. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can be crucial in overcoming denial. Therapy and support groups can provide a safe space to explore and confront the truths we might be avoiding. Journaling and self-reflection can also be powerful tools in this process. By putting our thoughts and feelings into words, we can begin to make sense of our experiences and move towards acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means acknowledging reality and finding ways to cope and move forward. It's the first step towards healing and growth. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed and to need time to process difficult truths. But by facing reality, we open the door to new possibilities and a brighter future. Section 6. Projection. Seeing our flaws in others. Projection is like shining a spotlight on others, highlighting the very flaws we dislike in ourselves. It's a way of disowning our own shortcomings by attributing them to others. For example, a person who struggles with insecurity might accuse their partner of being needy and clingy. By projecting their own insecurities onto their partner, they can avoid confronting their own vulnerabilities. Section 7. Displacement, redirecting emotions. Displacement is like a game of emotional hot potato where we redirect our feelings from their true source to a safer target. It's a way of expressing difficult emotions without confronting the actual cause of our distress. For instance, after a stressful day at work, a person might come home and yell at their family. They are displacing their anger from their boss or co-workers onto their loved ones. Section 8. Regression, going back in time. Regression is like hitting the rewind button on our emotional development. When faced with stress, we might revert to childlike behaviors that provided comfort in the past. For example, an adult who is feeling overwhelmed might start sucking their thumb or throwing temper tantrums. Regression can be a way of seeking comfort and security in familiar, albeit immature ways. Section 9. Rationalization, making excuses. Rationalization is the master of excuses. It's like a skilled lawyer building a case to justify our actions, even when we know deep down they might be wrong. For instance, a student who fails an exam might rationalize their poor performance by saying, the teacher didn't explain the material well, or the test was unfair. Rationalization allows us to maintain a positive self-image while avoiding responsibility for our mistakes.